Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Chrono Trigger. Last time, we met Ayla. We got some Dreamstone. Luca got very drunk. And today, we will reforge a sword. Dear me, you truly found Dreamstone. Yes, that will do quite nicely. With that, I can make the blade whole again. But first, the Masamune, and now this Dreamstone. How in the world did you... No, I suppose it does not matter. Make yourselves at home. This will take some time. I'll lend you a hand. Let's go see the process. Robo and Chrono are just going to stand here looking pretty. Of course, the Dreamstone must be refined if we are to repair the Masamune. But that is not all. The blade itself must be activated as well. You work on the Dreamstone, I will take care of the sword. Okay, fear not! The great Luca knows her way around a workshop. Alright, Luca, so how are you going to refine this stone? Ah, yes, by repeatedly dipping it in a mug of coffee. Truly, she is a genius. Alright, it's done. Could you bring me the Dreamstone? I'm done here too! It's actually kind of hilarious how easy, apparently, reforging this thing is. Alright, let's get started. I love this game. I love this game so much. Sorry to keep you waiting. There it is. Behold, the Masamune in all its glory. How peculiar. My sensors are detecting pulses of mental energy emanating from the Masamune. Yeah, apparently Robo can detect sentience, which is kind of crazy. If you're expecting lesser work, you shouldn't have come to me. Chrono, let us take the Masamune to Frog. Indeed. We have a friend to go find. And I even made sure that I'm holding on to some extra armor that I can drop Frog's way too. Today we have a big dungeon to go through. And I am really looking forward to it. Whoa, okay. It'll actually retain my menu cursor positions even when I close and reload the game. Interesting. I did not actually know that it would do that. I wonder what kind of dialogue you can get at the castle right now, but surely I can check on that later. I am curious, though. You seem to be the same legendary hero. I imagine there's at least something different with the chef. Maybe not. Everything north of the bridge does seem to be pretty static at this point. There is going to be one of the animated cutscenes coming up soon. it's going to be very, very, very loud. And there's not really anything I can do about that, unfortunately. Let's go straight for a fire punch. Really? A cyclone didn't kill? Did you really have to bite your friend like that? Actually, I guess he probably wasn't your friend, given how you bit him. We were lucky enough to get the new. Boom! That frog appears to have inflated itself and dropped on someone's head. Alright. Snake is down. Ooh, it counters. Okay, Robo's down. I do actually want Robo back up. Just because the rewards are so good. Damn it. Okay, we need this frog dead, so I can focus on the new. That should do it for sure. Alright, everybody's hurt, but the new's already taken a lot of damage. So it shouldn't take too long to finish it off. There we go. That's still good for 34 tech points. That is what makes it worth it. You've come again. Indeed. This sword, no, it could not be. The Masamune. I must ponder this turn of events. You may remain here for the night. Cyrus, you're leaving, aren't you? I am. It's long past time we reclaimed the badge from the Frog King, and I need to see that sword with my own eyes. Cyrus, this kingdom has need of you. Lene and I need you as well. See that you return. As long as there is life in these bones, I shall, come what may. Well then, by your leave. Sir Cyrus! On behalf of the knighthood, we wish you a safe journey and Godspeed. My brothers. I trust the kingdom's protection to you. See that she is kept safe from her enemies. Pardon the delay. Let us be on our way. Glenn, you be careful too. Be well, your majesty. Lot of snake ladies. I like how apparently Cyrus actually had his own little party put together here. Glenn and whoever this is. So you seek the hero's badge, Knight of the Kingdom of Men? Come and take it then, if you can, Croak. That is what I mean to do. Nirvana strike! Crack! I'm beaten. Pfft, filthy badge. Do not think I'll forget this. I think that's such a cool sprite, and, like, it never shows up again. Gah! Glenn, watch out! Cyrus, your sword! The Masamune! And this is our first look at Magus. Is that the best you can do? Without your sword, you're nothing. You've not bested me yet. Cyrus, I'm done for. Listen to me, Glenn. I will hold them here. Use that chance to escape. But... Stay, and they'll only kill us both. Go, Glenn. Hadn't you better worry about yourself, Cyrus? I do not think you've the time to be concerned with the well-being of others. This is it, Glenn. Go! Yeah! Well, that didn't work out very well. Cyrus! Run. Run, Glenn. The Queen. Take care of Queen Lene. I beg. Cyrus! Cyrus! No! What's the matter? Are you not going to try your luck? Like a scared little frog with no pond to jump into. How about it, Lord Magus? Can't you give him a more fitting form? Very well. No act of defiance goes unpunished. No! Erg! Ah! Ah! That's a cliff. That's more like it, you spineless wimp. "10 long years have passed. Have I the strength, Osiris?" Awaken, Chrono. I do not know how far my skills will carry me, but I will put them to the test. Let us go to Magus's keep. His strength is no small thing. Do you understand the odds we face? Nothing can beat science! We must do it for the future. I'm actually going to start with Marl. Now, Frog, we can immediately go with a golden helm and a golden suit. Can I not put a ruby vest on him? Yes, I can. Okay. I know for a fact Frog's or Robo's not going to be for the next major boss. So, Stone Helm, Ruby Vest. You can also now have the Hero's Badge, which boosts the critical hit rate of the Masamune. But they do not quite have the Masamune equipped yet. But before we go, I'm going to make a little detour, because otherwise I'll just have to make the same detour later, and at that point, honestly, it's just kind of anticlimactic. Frog needs to learn magic. And the only way to learn magic is to take Frog all the way to the end of time and talk to Specchio with him in the party. And, like, I understand this. Like, they have to have it established that Frog learns magic somehow. And we only know one source of learning to do that, but honestly, this right here, the fact that you have to get Frog and backtrack to the end of time, this is legitimately one of the only things in the entirety of Chrono Trigger that I actually think is just not good. Now there's a weird fellow. Looks like his power is water. And a frog! Who'd have guessed? Ipso facto minimo magico! And Frog now has water. We don't need to test it. Hello. What a peculiar new guest. You are from the Middle Ages, yes? All right. Let's go. I don't even know how I would have, like, handled Frog getting magic differently. I don't really know how you could do it differently, but yeah, I think having to spend, like, 2 minutes backtracking to get that is just kind of dull. Especially because usually you would notice that you need to backtrack when you get inside the next area. And then Frog's like, oh, you learned magic. Maybe, where could I learn it too? But by that point, you've already gone through, like, some real heavy cutscenes, and it's just kind of anticlimactic. So we've got some new double techs. The first one, Sword Stream. Just like Ice Sword and Fire Sword, very powerful. And the second, and this one's going to be real important, is Ice Ward. This is the very earliest tech you can access that hits all enemies on screen. And that's actually going to be really, really helpful in the next dungeon to make some stuff a lot less tedious. Alright, let's move on. Again, warning, there's going to be an anime cutscene coming up. It's going to be very loud, and no, I genuinely can't fix it except in post. And frankly, I'm more likely to forget to do that, so yeah. But first, another regular flashback. Ah! Stop that! Oh no, it's Cyrus! Run! You can stop spinning now. Sniffle. Thank you, Cyrus. Sniffle. Glenn, there are times when a man must stand and face the things that trouble him. But it hurts to be hit. I cannot hurt another. Not even them. You're too soft, Glenn. I always thought that sprite looked a little weird, because it doesn't look like he's wearing anything on his back at all. It kind of looks like skin tone, but I think it is supposed to be like a suit of armor, or at least some kind of outfit. Glenn, I've decided to join the knighthood. I thought as much. You'll be a fine knight, I'm sure of it. Won't you come with me? I cannot. But why? You're a better sword than I. You always have been. I haven't the nerve it takes to be a knight. In a real battle, the fear would take me. No! Erg, Gah! When I was young, I didn't get that the badge here is actually flowing down the river. It looked more to my young eyes like it was slowly floating down and falling, which always seemed a little weird. The badge. The hero's badge. The Masamune, if you please. I'm going to move my headphones away from my ears now. My name is Glenn. Long have I carried Cyrus's hopes and dreams, and now I bear the Masamune as well. Henceforth I claim them as my own. I shall slay the Fiend Lord Magus and restore our honor. Yeah, do not mess with Frog. And even the original cutscene still looks beautiful. The animated scenes do add more to this game, but God, it's a beautiful work of art, even in its original form. All right. Okay. So, next up, let's get Frog and Luca, see if they're going to learn any dual techs right off the bat. Can we get a Cyclone, please? And maybe a Napalm? I'm pretty sure also after that scene it automatically equips Frog with the Masamune. But the hero's badge you actually have to put on manually. And it is really worth doing because that increase to his critical hit rate is very, very significant. But I will make sure, yes, Masamune. Okay, no new dual techs between that group. I will, however, have my very first triple tech, specifically with this group of characters. But first, let's just do a supersonic spin. Good work, Chrono. There's not actually... I don't know if I want to take off Chrono's Rage Band or not. Looks like the supersonic spin works. Okay, Frog Launcher, Bubble Breath, and Triple Attack. So we've got new stuff to show off. So let's take a look. Once all the bats are done squeaking at me. Okay, Frog Launcher. This is a fun one. And it is AoE, hitting anything it passes through. It's actually decently powerful. It's not the best, if I'm being honest. Oh my god, Chrono, just kill one so it at least takes less time for it to circle back around to our turn. Please stop squeaking at me. No, seriously, stop that. Stop that. Oh my god. Chrono, kill another one. I'm sick of these things. Okay, next up is Bubble Breath. So we put Robo in a bubble with the water spell, and then we just drop a robot on somebody. But it does deal physical damage, I believe. So it's not that strong. Yeah, it is just physical. And we also have the triple attack. Our first triple attack, which even against an enemy with massive physical resistance can still hit for a decent chunk. Oh my god, I hate these things. Fast battle speed is an endurance trip. Alright, we got our spells lined up. Just nobody attack Frog. Perfect. How well does Laser Spin do against these little mousy boys? Respectable. Okay. 8 TP. Robo levels up. A message is scrawled in blood here. Beware the jugglers in the Fiend Lord's Keep. Strike them and they tighten their defense against blows. Cast spells upon them and they strengthen their defense against magic. Those things are actually the main reason I wanted to make sure I learned Ice Water. Ice Water is basically the most effective thing there is to fight the jugglers. This is it. Oh, that sprite work. God, is it beautiful. I'm going to do the entire castle on today's episode. It's gonna run a little long, but it's worth it. The Fiend Lord's Keep. So, first things first, it's all quiet. There's no background music. There's just a few various NPCs hanging around that don't seem to have anything particularly useful to say. But I can get a mid-ether and a shelter, which is nice. And over on this side, we've got some more people hanging out around a chest. And then we see some familiar faces. Robo, don't waste your energy! Luca. We see Queen Lene. And Chrono's mom. So they're probably not real. And then just an empty room. And now, when we go back to the main room, there's a this. We're being followed by a bat. Whenever we get into a fight, the bat's like, yeah, I think I'll go somewhere else. Ozzy. Welcome, Glenn. Or should I say Sir Froggy? Never expected to see you here. Are those your replacements for Cyrus? Lord Magus is a tad busy right now. You'll have to take up your business with me. After you take it up with the Master Swordsman Slash and Flea the Magician, that is. Oh, right. And all 100 beasts in this keep, of course. Are there actually 100 enemies in this place? No. And I intend to prove it. We are currently at monster count 6. We will count each non-repeated monster fight toward the monster count. I actually did this when I was young because I was curious. And now I want to do it again. So there are our first 6 monsters. Dance, dance! The god of all fiends is born tonight. Ah, the sacrifice has arrived. Okay, I'm assuming Shadow is not going to be particularly effective against them. No. And these big guys tend to only be responding to physical damage. I would assume that light is going to work well against them. Probably 1 lightning would kill. Yeah, that's definitely a weakness. The Masamune really does have a very high critical hit rate when you have the hero's badge. So that was 5 more enemies, bringing the monster count up to 11. Here's the next unique batch of enemies. Another 5. Even death does not stop your lust to kill one another. Such foolish creatures, you humans. Robo and Frog can handle Mr. Big Armor Man. Not bad. Okay. Good dodge there, Frog. Ow! Why are you stabbing me, man? That's so rude. Alright. That was another 5 monsters. So we are up to monster count 16. And then we've got 5 more here. None of them seem particularly talkative. Please, help us escape from this eternal suffering. And we can probably... I don't know if we kill in 1 Slurp Slash, but we definitely kill in 1 Robo Tackle. Okay, we do kill in 1 Slurp Slash. Not bad. Well done. And that is another 5 enemies, bringing the monster count up to 21. It seems you freed my undying slaves. Such insolence. It has been ages, Slash. Alright, so I want to get off triple attack against him. Chrono's still 176 points away from learning Lightning 2. Frog is 98 away from heal. I want Frog to get this. This is a group heal. It is very powerful. Robo also gets a group heal, but it does not actually heal as much as heal does, I believe. I must admit I'd not even dreamed you would find the courage to come here. Had Cyrus not been with you last time, your fate would have been the same as all the others. But I'm sure you did fit right in with those skeletal servants of mine. Alright. Alright, buddy. Meet a triple attack for 933 damage. You're pretty darn tough. But not too many things survive triple attacks. You're actually soaking a lot more of those than I expected you to. That's actually kind of concerning. You've some prowess. For the first time in ages, perhaps I'd best employ all of my own as well. And you without Cyrus? You've no hope. Okay. So I think we want to make sure we are topped off. Chrono is fastest. Alright, triple attack. I did not expect it to take 4 triple attacks just to get him to phase 2. That's actually really kind of concerning. But at least I can input the commands extremely quickly. Okay. Mid potion, mid-ether on Robo. And then just... I think that's Robo down. Okay. Athenian water, mid-potion on Robo. Damn it! Okay. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Mid-potion on... Frog... Nope, that kills. Okay. Chrono, heal. That's frog down. Okay. That is a problem. Let's just go for cleaves and robo tackles as fast as we can and hope that he dies before we do. Luckily, I can input commands very quickly. Crap, that's a counter. Chrono's down. That's a counter. Alright, barely made it. Unbelievable, but to fall fighting for Lord Magus, there could be no greater honor. Alright, we got the Slasher. That is a weapon for Chrono, which increases speed +2. We are kind of in trouble. We just burned through all of our revival items. So, probably a good idea to save. And... yeah, I think I'm good with Marl there. So the enemies respawn, but I have already fought these. So we're not going to fight them again, and we're not going to count them toward the monster count again. We're just going to keep going. Do you want our treasure? Yes, I do. Okay, but first, play with us, please. Pretty please. Cool. Wind Slash hits them all. Has to be elemental with these guys. Not bad. And we get a barrier sphere. Also, that was 4 more enemies, bringing the monster count up to 25. Nadia, forgive me, I was wrong. Please return to the castle. That's where I'll bury you. Okay. So we're going to hit them with ice water as soon as that pops up. Okay, ice water. I don't think ice water kills that sorcerer. But it definitely kills the rest. But anyway, that is another 5 enemies. Monster count up to 30. Next up, Frog, you're safe. That will not do at all. Alright, does Ice Water take out the Sorcerer? If not, Chrono's Cleave will. No. Okay, Sorcerer absorbs that, but Cleave does kill, and that is another 5 enemies, bringing the monster count up to 35. And we got one more round of this. Chrono, so this is where you've been since the fair. You had me worried sick. You've been very naughty. I think you'll have to die. Mom, I don't want to die. I'm busy. Please do not suck on Chrono. It's very rude of you. Okay, this is going to kill all them. And that is another 5 monsters, bringing the count up to 40. So far, very impressive with the number of enemies here. Frog's level increases. Okay, so first thing we want to do... let's just actually burn through all these potions. So someone is going to have all of their MP drained. I guess we'll just do Marl. The magician flee, I presume. Okay, Marl, go for the attack. Oh, no, that's right! Counters don't trigger counters. Okay, we go into this next fight with all of our MP. And since that was just a normal enemy, monster count 41. That was not the real flea. Where is they? Where are they? Hee. I'm right here. Yep, the bat that's been following you the whole time was the magician flea. Greetings, little green one. What? What? What with her? She is a powerful magician. Do not lower your guard. Flea is not the mere woman she seems. Yes, I'm a man after all, right? That's a guy? Man or woman, it's all the same. Power's beauty, and I'm deliciously strong. Poor little froggy, you must be lonely now that Cyrus is gone, and to be turned into something so hideous, how dreadful. But since you've brought your new friends over to play, let me show you all a good time. Oh no, she's taken me to the Arcane Sanctuary in Diablo 2. Okay, let's go Cleave, Slurp Slash. Let's just try to get in whatever damage we can pull off. Flea uses a lot of status effects. That's their main gimmick. Oof, ow. Damn it, Frog. Okay, Cure. Nope. Unfortunately, Marl has fallen asleep. Frog is confused. Alright, here comes Poison AoE. Although the counterattacks are very effective here. Oh, the look, Flea's magic, which hits everybody. Okay, Marl needs a heal. Frog needs a heal. Let's actually hit an Aura Whirl, assuming that this doesn't confuse Chrono. Damn, okay. This is not going well. Okay. Mid potions for everybody. Stabilize your health. Okay. No, should have done Cleave. There you go. That's my Frog. Cleave. Screw it. Frog attack. Our health is not completely hopeless right now. Oh, damn it. Okay. Heal up. I think Chrono's asleep. Yep, Chrono's asleep. Let's get a cure on Chrono. Oof. At this point, Cure will basically heal 100% of health. Nope, Frog should be doing regular attacks. Okay. Damn it. Marl... Nope, Marl's down. Damn it. It's either win now or lose. Okay. We won. But I'm so beautiful! Lord Magus! And we get a magic capsule. Alright. We're still sitting at monster count 41. And at this point, we have basically done maybe a little more than a third of the full castle. So we're going to put... Actually, we're gonna stick with Marl. We can burn through most encounters with a single ice water. It's already been a 50-minute episode, but like I said, we are not stopping until we are all the way through. So this one may run in as late as an hour and a half. Okay. 2 enemies. Ice water. Chrono can just be on regular attacks. This is definitely going to kill, though. So, monster count up to 43. Just keep on going. Okay, we got 4 enemies this time. I want both Marl and Chrono lined up for the Ice Waters. Does this kill the gargoyle things? Yes, it does. Okay, that's 4 enemies, bringing the monster count up to 47. Okay, this time we've got another 4 enemies, but most annoyingly, 2 of them are sorcerers. Scratch that. One of them is a sorcerer. Alright, the actions I've got queued up are enough to win the fight, so I'll go ahead and increase the counter. This is another 4 enemies, bringing the monster count up to 51. So far, honestly, guys got a pretty good army. Chrono levels up. Marl leveled up. Okay, here we got 6, including 2 sorcerers. Luckily, Ice Water is going to make quick work of all but the other sorcerer. I almost never used Marl in this dungeon when I was young. I was actually quite surprised when, on one of my playthroughs, I suddenly realized, wait, I have a way of hitting everyone. Okay, Chrono, take him out. So we've got 6 more enemies here, bringing the count up to 57. Honestly, 100 enemies in the castle, not looking that implausible. Okay, Frog levels up. We found a Mist Robe. We're actually going to give that to Luca to replace that golden suit. So you've made it! Flath! Flee! Pardons, Ozzy. They cannot help you anymore. You fly-eating, tongue-flicking... The Ozzy's in a pickle! You'll not escape us. Okay. I can never remember, but I think there's actually supposed to be like an enemy fight here. No, okay, that's actually just the last round. Okay. So we'll just run from that. There's a different room where there's one more fight that can trigger at the end. But first we'll have to dodge the guillotines. Welcome! Okay, just go. We got a dark male. And who's got lower magic defense? Frog has slightly lower magic defense, and he's basically going to be on heal duty. So, much better for him to have it. Not bad! How's this? Okay. Go. What? Impossible! I don't know if I'd call that impossible. Robo gets a new weapon, the Death Claw. And I think we can use a bit of healing. Let's move on. So we see here we've got 3 bats, a ball, and the squirmy dude up there. So let's start with an Ice Water. That is the Juggler. Jugglers start out weak to magic. But now that I've hit it with magic, now it's strong against magic but weak to physical attacks. One drop from Chrono takes it out. That is 5 more enemies for the list. That brings the counter up to 62. And we have a ball here. I'm not actually going to grab it because there's a juggler here. And I would like to actually take out that juggler. So obviously those 3 bats are ones we've already fought. So the only 2 new enemies here are that green ball and the juggler. So that's going to be 2 new enemies, increasing the monster count to 64. And there we go. Oh, right. Frog has learned heal. That is, like, the most important thing. In this room, there's a bunch of pitfalls. Here, we've got 6 skeletons just hanging around. Five skeletons, 4 skeletons, 3 skeletons. I am surprised how little health they have. Marl took one out with just 74 damage. Okay. That was 6 more enemies, though, which brings our monster count up to 60. So first, there's some treasures in the room. There's Lapis, which is an extremely powerful healing item. It's 200 HP to your entire party. This is that barrier sphere I picked up earlier. It reduces magical damage by 1/3. It drops a temporary buff on 1 character. I don't think the buff really lasts long enough for my tastes. There's also a magic capsule down here. So one of these save points is an actual save point. One will teleport me back, and 2 of them are a pack of 3 of these monsters. Now, I've always been a little unclear on if I should actually count these as monsters. They don't have names, and you never really see another enemy like this. But I think we can safely say that they might count, so we're going to make this 70 plus 3. And you can always tell which ones... Well, basically, once you've stepped into one save point, you have an understanding of where they all are. The 2 that are enemies are always directly across from each other. And then the regular save point and the teleporter are always directly across from each other. So you really only need to step on one of them to know where you need to look for the way out. And if you fall back down here again, the save point enemies, we'll put that up to 70 plus 6. The save point enemies do refresh, but the skeletons do not. And I'm probably going to fall into pits another couple of times. Okay. So now we know that either north or south is going to be the way out. And of course, we're not going to count these again because this is a repeated enemy. Again, I'm not entirely sure if it counts as a fiend. These could just as easily be some form of artificial construct. And yet, even if they are, they still might count. Okay. I'm going to try this way. Of course not. Alright, I'll try south. Lucky guess. What? Impossible! You keep saying that word. I don't think you know what it means. So here's our next batch of enemies. And the juggler has immediately blown up a ball. Ice water, followed by one regular attack on the juggler. So there were 4 enemies on the screen when the battle started, but it seems that only 3 of them actually were counted in this encounter. So we're going to increase this to 73. Then this guy we can just easily beat down with a sword. That counterattack is really putting in work. And we keep going up. Ah, I missed the ball. But we do kill one more of those. We can always refresh the room to take out the ball. But that brings the monster count up to 74. If we count the save points, we're already at 80. And here is 2 more. The bomb decided to blow up. And that brings the counter up to 76. So I am curious. Like, we definitely saw 3 balls. Yeah, we definitely saw 3 balls as we were climbing. So I don't know if I ever actually fought that last ball, but it was there. So we're going to increase the count to 77. And we need a little bit of healing. Okay, next room. There's going to be 3 battles in a row, each one with 4 enemies. Including these very rare servants, which actually have crossbows for their weapon. And I think this is the only time they ever use that particular enemy model. But that is another 4 enemies, which raises our count to 81. Starting to look like there might be 100 enemies in this keep after all. But now is where things get annoying, because now there's 2 jugglers. And as we know, jugglers are annoying. But luckily, Ice Water still is going to leave us with only the jugglers. And Chrono's regular attack will kill 1 juggler. And then a regular attack will kill the 2nd juggler. That is another 4 enemies, bringing our monster count to 85 plus 6. Chrono has also now learned Lightning 2. And this is probably the most annoying fight in the entire dungeon if you don't have group hitting effects. Luckily, I just learned a new one. Chrono, would you mind doing the honors? Beautiful. Alright. Let's get in a Slurp Slash. Marl is not strong enough. Whoa. Okay, I accidentally hit the button for auto, so everyone just went in and attacked uselessly. That's not great. Okay, good. Alright, that's 2 down. Marl's got a spell on this one, and that is another 4 enemies, bringing the count up to 89 plus 6. For 12 tech points. That is pretty good. What? Impossible! Oh, no! You weren't supposed to make it this far! And we got a speed belt. Alright, now that Chrono actually has access to Lightning 2, we are going to swap out with Luca. Here is 2 more enemies. Napalm did nothing. These enemies are immune to grenades. That's honestly kind of impressive. But that is 2 more enemies for the counter. We are up to 91. Next up. Chrono, would you mind dropping a Lightning 2? Lightning doesn't work on those either. But at least the juggler is dead. That was another 3 enemies, increasing the count to 94. Are there actually 100 beasts in Magus' castle? No, there's more than 100. Okay, let's go for Lightning 2. Frog, if you wouldn't mind healing me real quick. Do the red guys get killed by lightning? Holy crap, do they get killed by lightning. Over 1,200 damage. Frog's heal is insanely powerful. Heal is also interesting because I think, I could be misremembering, but I think there's actually a cap on how much damage heal will actually heal, even at, like, super high levels. And I think it's, like, 300, like, right around there. That was another 5 enemies. We are now up to monster count 99. And we got an Athenian water. And 1 more regular fight. This time, we are going to drop a sword stream on this guy. We're gonna see if a napalm kills the red guy. Wow, those things are weak as hell. Okay. Let's focus on taking out that juggler. Never mind, juggler's dead. Water is very effective on those. Frog managed to get himself poisoned, because of course he did. I think that's enough queued up to kill, which means we are at another 5 enemies. Meaning that we have now broken the 100 enemy counter And we have reached 104. 110 if you count those save points as monsters or fiends or whatever. Alright. Frog, please heal us up a bit. I would like the treasure over here, which is another mist robe, which is great for Marl. And a magic scarf. This is the group I'm going to be using. You do have your speed +2. I think we'll be okay. Ozzy, your time is nigh. Lord Magus should have finished summoning Lavos by now. I won't be defeated by you, I won't. No attack can pierce my barrier. I'm invincible. And he is pretty much right. You can attack his barrier, but it'll basically do nothing. And then you get hit with a powerful counterattack. So instead, you attack these. And it seems like Ozzy's plan was that attacking him wildly, you'd accidentally hit them, and then, like, teammates would fall in holes. That seems to have been Ozzy's plan to beat you. But we weren't standing on a single one of the holes. Huh? What's that guy's problem? Time is our enemy now. We must hurry to Magus. Alright. It's time. And there's only one more room to clear. And this is one of the best rooms in the entire game to just farm up your tech points. So, how many bats is that? Let's try and count. That's 1 death. Please stop sucking Luca. Please stop sucking Chrono. Please stop sucking on a frog. That's 2 deaths. That's 3 deaths. That's 4 deaths. That's 5 deaths. And that is 6 deaths. That is 6 more enemies, bringing our total monster count for Magus's Keep up to 110 or 116 if you count those save point enemies. There are indeed more than 100 enemies inside this castle. Now, one of the easiest ways you can farm TP is just constantly going up and down these stairs. You can refresh them either by teleporting up over here or by going through the door down here, and it's 12 TP every time. You can easily get everybody up to their, like, tier 2 elementals. But it's really not necessary. Okay. Let's do this. Dur Zamul Faraloliera. Cast open the gates that lie betwixt heaven and earth. in exchange for the life of this world. Okay, animated cutscene coming in, taking my headphones away from my ears. And at last, the time has come. Magus! Ah, that frog of so many days ago. How have you fared since last we met? Well enough. I owe you my gratitude. This form has been a blessing in disguise. Without it, there are things I'd never have obtained. Ah, the Masamune. Then you've come for me. Let us hope no others interfere this time. Again, the bitter black winds begin to howl. Very well. Come, if it is death you seek. Okay. Magus opens up with Hellgeyser, so all of our HP is going to be steadily counting down. Frog opens with a hit, which lowers his magic defense. Now we're going to have Luca do a regular attack. Okay, he's going for a barrier change. So now only light will hurt him, and he will absorb everything else. So we hit him with light to do some damage. Now the barrier has changed, only fire. Pretty sure napalm's stronger than fire, so we follow that up with a heal, and then immediately Luca's going to go in with the napalm. So he can switch between all 4 elements. My current team has all but Shadow available to it. If you master everyone's level 2 elemental magic, you get a triple tech with this trio, which deals shadow damage. I believe that is the only party composition you can have at this point in the game that actually goes into this able to deal all 4 types of damage. Luca is actually taking a bit of a beating, but I think we'll be okay. The next elemental was water, so we're gonna hit a sword stream real quick. There we go. Not bad. 405. Absorb all but fire. So we'll wait until we get off another heal. And then Luca will follow up with a napalm. We may need to do a mid-potion round after this. Okay, barrier change, all but light. Everybody use a mid-potion. Okay. There we go. Let's go. Hit him with a lightning, and then a heal. So at some point he's going to not change his barrier, and that will signal that Phase 2 has begun. In Phase 2, the first thing we'll do is wait for him to turn off his magic defense. At that point, all magical attacks will hurt him and will not trigger counterattacks. Sword Stream. But I am going to want to make sure that I top off my health during that phase. Okay, we are now in Phase 2. At this point, I need to make sure I'm very healed, because he's going to use his ultimate attack, and it hurts like hell. How much does Friar Sword hit for? Okay, 626. Here comes his ultimate, Dark Matter. It really, really freaking hurts. So at this point, I've got my necessary actions queued up. We've got Fire Sword for Chrono and Luca. We've got Heal for Frog. We just need to make sure we execute the commands faster than he can damage us. That's interesting. Chrono just countered the defense lowering. Interesting. That must mean that mechanically, within the game, it's actually counted as like an action against us? Or maybe counter just doesn't take effect when you get hit, but just when an enemy acts. No, that can't be the case. Because otherwise it would counter when enemies target other people. That's interesting. Mages shouldn't last too much longer. At this point, we can out-heal the damage that he can put out. Yeah, he did. Chrono did it again. That's interesting. He's still not down. I might be making it look easy, but this guy is genuinely a very tough boss. And his health pool is crazy for this part of the game. But we got this under control. There we go. Luca leveled up. Luca learned Protect. Your skill with the Masamune, is that great already? We did it. What's happening? Could it be Lavos? No, he mustn't awaken from his slumber yet. What do you mean? Didn't you create him? You fools! I but summoned him. He has dwelt within the earth for aeons, absorbing the land's energy and growing ever stronger. Then he wasn't born in this age. What is this energy in the air? A gate, and a huge one, too. You, if you had not interfered. We're being drawn in. Whoa. And so that happened.